A special edition of the morning show today for 5 to 5:30 as we are going to talk about all of the snow that came down. So stand by. We're going to join in our TV viewers. Hi, everybody. Good morning to you. It is 5 o'clock on the start of a Monday morning. What was a very snowy Sunday into Monday morning. And you're beginning your morning right now with this. This is a live look at the 190 at Church Street because we've got something going on here. And I've got Aaron in with me this morning. He's tracking traffic and weather together. Aaron, what do we know about what's happening right here?
All right, right now we are looking at the 190 going northbound. This is exit 7 ramp, Church Street, and it is blocked due to a utility repair, an emergency one. Now, earlier, it looked like maybe a car had spun into something. And right now we're watching as they repair some utilities. That is the 190 going northbound at exit 7, the Church Street exit right there.
All right, very good. Well, as you're waking up with us this morning, we want to say good morning to you, let you know we are live right now on Facebook and our WKBW app, so you can join us. You can ask us any questions you have. We can take them directly to Aaron. Let us know what the conditions are like outside your door. We'd love to hear from you this morning. Want to let you know as you're getting up, a heads up, we have travel advisories in the city of Buffalo, City of Dunkirk, Chautauqua, Allegheny, Genesee, Orleans, and Wyoming counties. There is still that ban on tandem tractor trailers on the thruway, and also commercial vehicles are being restricted to the right lane, all of New York under a state of emergency this morning. And a lot of that, of course, has to do with the weather that we saw all across the state.
And what a Sunday we had. You know, that snow just kept coming down. It was a steady, light to moderate. Sometimes it was heavy. It wasn't windy, so that, that was some good news. But roads are snow covered and slippery. A lot of plows are out. A lot of folks trying to move all this snow. And there is a lot of snow across the area, and it's not just in one location. It's just about everyone.
So let's tell people what to expect today and kind of take a look at some of those snowfall totals.
Yeah, let's take a look at snowfall totals. You can let us know what you have too. You can text us or email us rather at weather@wkbw.com. So right now, West Falls coming in with 12 inches of snow. That is the highest amount so far that we've seen. Now, a lot of these numbers are actually from last night because that's when a lot of you were measuring the snow and we're letting the Weather Service know. So West Falls at 12 inches, Eden around 11.2 inches of snow, Jamestown 11 inches, Orchard Park 9.5, Amherst 7.5. But again, these numbers are going to go up as more folks wake up and kind of measure some of the snow that fell overnight as well. We still have the winter storm warning in effect for all of Western New York, and that is in effect until 7 p.m. because we are going to see some more snow. Right now, it's kind of a little bit of a lull, but we're going to watch as some more moisture fills in, and we'll pick up another 1 to 3 inches of accumulation. We also have a cold weather advisory that goes into effect 10 p.m. tonight through 1 p.m. on Tuesday for southern Erie, Wyoming, Chautauqua, Cattaraugus, and Allegheny counties, and the counties for northern Pennsylvania. We're talking wind chills 15 to 25 degrees below zero. Unfortunately, the winds are going to increase. Satellite and radar showing the system that brought us all that snow now off the eastern seaboard. We're going to see moisture wrapping around that, and you're starting to see some more snow showers flourish over at Lake Erie, the Niagara Peninsula, and up in the north towns. We take a closer look north of Buffalo, Niagara Falls, toward Lockport, into Somerset. You can see kind of a moderate band of snow just moving along 18 there from Wilson toward Olcott, drifting toward Burt and Newfane. So Wilson, Burt Road, Ide Road, getting some more snow. Newfane, I was going to say, you picked up probably a foot of snow. Melinda, you were reading my mind. And so thank you for that update. Certainly appreciate it. And places like Newfane, Albion, we'll see a couple more inches of snow with that snow coming in off of Lake Ontario. Most of us by 11 p.m. today will pick up another 1 to 3, possibly 4 inches of snowfall. As the rest of Western New York, again, about 1 to 3, maybe some locally heavier amounts, especially with some of that enhancement coming in off of Lake Ontario. Right now, it is 9 cold degrees outside, 8 in Jamestown, 11 in Niagara Falls. Feels like 3 in the Falls, 6 below in Jamestown. Winds aren't really an issue right now. They will increase as the day moves along. Notice the snow showers kind of blossoming later this morning through this afternoon, and temperatures will be in the mid-teens by around 5 p.m. We'll have some snow showers still. And then tomorrow morning, overnight lows in the single digits, wind chills well below zero with scattered snow showers again on Tuesday. Again, winds aren't really an issue right now, but later today they'll be gusting around 20 to 25 miles per hour, making for a very cold wind chill. Your feels like forecast will be below zero by around 5 p.m. And then tomorrow morning, once again, you send the kids back to school, and wind chill readings across the southern tier close to 20 degrees below zero, and wind chills stay below zero tomorrow. Here's your hourly forecast for today. Snow showers this morning. Temperatures near 10 at 8 a.m. We're in the teens this afternoon with that cold breeze developing.
All right. So we've got a lot of people who are joining us now, which you may never have joined us before. So we say thank you for joining us and drop us a line. Let us know if you're here. A couple of new names that I saw here. Trina,
great.
Good morning to you. I'm not sure I've seen your name before.
Well, good morning, Trina. Thanks for joining us.
And then a couple of people again, like Melinda and Linda, who are here always with us. Kareen here with us too. Glad to have you with us. Tashara saying, everybody be safe. That's for sure. You mentioned school closings. So we have a lot of closings.
It's the most closings I've ever seen on our ticker, like 350 closings. I'm like, wow.
All across Western New York. Well, because we all got so much of that snow.
Yeah.
So I did want to show you too what the roads looked like when I was driving in this morning.
Okay.
So our producer Jordan is going to pull that up. And I come from like North Buffalo area. So I thought, all right, let me hit a couple of the mains here. So this was what the 198 looked like. It wasn't too bad. It was plowed, still some snow on the road. This is the 190. It was down to the pavement.
Yeah, 190 is down to the pavement, which is nice. 990 is not.
This is Niagara Street, though. And, again, it's been plowed. There's snow on the roads. And so I figured, let me go down Niagara Street and I'll kind of come into downtown Buffalo and just take a look. So again, some of those streets, not too bad. What I will say is my residential street had not been touched by a plow. Yeah. And some of the residential streets I was passing on Niagara Street hadn't either. And then, Jordan, if you could bring up that snow plow tracker map, because there's going to be a lot of people who are going to say, oh, well, the highway looks pretty good. Yeah. Why couldn't the kids go to school? You got to see the snowplow tracker map in the city of Buffalo. And we're going to talk to them later today. They're planning to join us around 6 a.m. And we're going to see how accurate this looks. But if you look at the snowplow tracker, if you see a street that is red, it has not been serviced by a plow in 24 hours.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So as Jordan, expands it, look at the east side and North Buffalo too. Both of those areas, really not seeing a lot of, those main streets, which I think that's part of the plan. You're hitting the Delawares, the Main Street, the Elmwoods.
But like you're saying, even the main ones like Niagara Street and Delaware, they're very slippery. And when you kind of take a turn, where the plow is gone the other way, there's a huge drift of snow right there. So by no means was it an easy drive into work. The 990 is covered in snow. The 290 for the most part is. The right lane was fine, but center and left lanes covered in snowfall. Then you get the 190, well treated, well salted, and more volume kind of working that salt in can melt some of that snow. But even like you saw your camera right there, the roads are still completely covered in snow. You're not going the speed limit. You're going well below it. So you could see a lot of plows were out. So it is a good thing. Everything's closed. Let the plows do their work. And you mentioned too where you look at that map. And there's a ton of red.
Yeah.
And
that's the thing when you think about it. If you've got buses that are trying to get down street, they're not getting down those streets.
And
they haven't been plowed.
Kids aren't standing on the sidewalk because there's a foot of snow on the sidewalk too. So they could be standing in the streets, which is very unsafe. That's a look. Jordan, that's got to be the 990, right? At the 290. Yep. And notice you can see a little pavement, but also a lot of snow on the 990 as you make your way toward the 290. So slippery spots on the main roads. Some spots are fine. Other spots are still covered in snowfall. The plows are out. I know I followed one in, but that's still going slowly. And you can see some flashing lights right there as well.
All right, so let me pull up some of the comments we have here. Grace is saying, well, what excuse are they going to come up with for not plowing those areas? So I'm going to guess, Grace, we're going to have them join us at 6 o'clock from the city of Buffalo. And we're going to talk about what the plan is when it comes to something like this. The entire city had a foot of snow. I think they're going to say you hit the thoroughfares first. You hit Main Street, Delaware, Delavan, you hit the big streets first, and then you're going to move on to those residential areas. So we'll talk to them about that, but we'll see what the plan is there. Sharice says she's praying for anybody who's homeless, hoping that they're safe and warm. Mark was asking quickly about the town of Tonawanda. I think you said, another 1 to 3 inches?
Yeah, another 1 to 3 inches for everyone. On the radar, you can see the snow there on the right side of your screen. Some snow starting to make its way back toward Tonawanda. So we'll go a closer look right now, showing that snow that's north across Niagara County and Orleans County, starting to drift southward. And Tonawanda, you're not getting the snow right now, you'll be getting it in a couple minutes, and expect another about 1 to 3 inches for today. So we had the main event, the lull, and now we're starting to see the snow kind of regenerate as that moisture wraps around this system. So, Mark, you're asking about Tonawanda. You can see between Niagara Falls and Lockport, the snow is coming, and that snow is dropping southward along Niagara Falls Boulevard and making its way toward Tonawanda there along the 290.
And Felice is in North Buffalo saying her street hasn't been plowed ever. All right, Felice, you'll have to keep me updated. And Jacqueline's wanting to know about Cheektowaga. She's got to clear a path for the dogs.
Yep. Again, Cheektowaga, you can see that snow starting to drift back towards you. So another 1 to 3 inches of snow for you as well.
Very good. All right, we are going to take a quick break, but stay with us. We're going to stay here on the stream as well. We got to take a break on TV, and we'll be right back. But we're going to stay with you here on the stream, so you'll still be able to hear us and see us. How are you guys doing? Okay, 3 minutes and 30 seconds till we go back on TV.
Okay.
I'm just going to adjust this microphone a little bit because it's kind of bothering me. Let's see here. Linda was wondering, Aaron, while we're in the break here, about Brant.
Brant, you'll see like 1 to 2 inches of snow today.
1 to 2 inches of snow.
You'll start to see a little snow come in off of Lake Erie. Lake is 92% frozen.
Ooh, that's good. We should talk about that when we go back on air. That's a good one.
Sure. But actually, there's still enough moisture that you'll get a little bit of snow.
Sorry, talking to Jordan. Okay, Jordan, that sounds good. The big board, the VO, and the okay. Do you have any VO there too? Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Somebody else was asking, are there any travel bans? No, there are no travel bans or travel advisories. So, yeah, I never saw a travel ban. Jordan, did you see a travel ban yesterday? I'm talking to our producer, Jordan. Yeah, I didn't see any bans anywhere, only advisories. Meaning, don't go out if you don't have to. But I will recap those travel advisories for you shortly. We come back on TV. Like Buffalo has a travel advisory, Dunkirk, a number of the different counties do. Erie County does not have a travel advisory right now that I saw. But like the city of Buffalo, for example, does. Let's see here. And somebody else was asking about Ed. Yeah, he's just off this week. Yeah, Erie County, the last that they posted about travel advisory was that it was in fact for the city of Buffalo. Yeah, and I didn't see anything for the entire county. So, yeah. And, yeah, it's slippery out. It's those side streets that are really bad too. And like Aaron said, when you're turning, coming from one thing to the next, that's kind of tricky. Linda, let me pull up your comment. Thank you. You all are great for doing this.
Thank you, Linda.
We appreciate that. Melinda, wondering about the roads in Lockport. We'll have to take a look there. I have not had a chance to call anybody up in Lockport. We are
probably not in great shape. Like every other road in Western New York.
Yeah. We've got some guests who are going to join us later this morning. So we're going to do the city of Buffalo, and then Bill Geary is going to join us. I can even see if he wants to join us now. Okay. Let's see if Bill, I'm going to ask him if we can wait until.
Is that Route 5, Jordan?
What would the other time be? Like 6:15, Jordan, right? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. We're doing a little bit of the behind the scenes too. That's what you get here. Oh, gosh. Okay. Here. Katie's answering your question, Melinda, saying Lockport's terrible right now.
Oh.
What is this camera? Route 5.
Yeah.
Got it.
So again, you're coming into the city from the south towns, and it's covered in snow. Cool.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Want to start you with a live look right now. This is Route 5 at Tiff Street. You can see snow-covered roads as you are coming in. And just want to let you know, we do have travel advisories right now in the city of Buffalo, Dunkirk, and then Chautauqua, Allegheny, Genesee, Orleans, and Wyoming counties. The only ban that we have here is for those tandem tractor trailers on the thruway, and then they're asking commercial vehicles to go to the right lane.
Okay.
New York State under a state of emergency, but again, that's because of this huge, massive snowstorm that's hit all across the state.
And a good portion of the country. So, if you were traveling, trying to get a flight, just about everyone was canceled yesterday. And because it's going to take a little time to work everything out as all these airplanes are kind of stuck in different cities across the country. Well, there we go.
Yeah, I was going to say, speaking of, our producer Jordan's pulling up the big board here. So we've got a lot of delays and a lot of cancellations at the Buffalo airport. And a lot of this is because the planes can't get to us. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I actually have family that was going to fly out, and that's what they were told. The planes can't get to us, you know?
Yeah.
So
Well,
take a look at all these canceled flights. Dallas, Charlotte, Detroit, New York, Chicago, Vegas, Washington, Boston. So if you got a flight today, make sure you're checking before you head out.
ooh,
Hmm.
that is a lot.
I know.
Yeah.
A lot of
Wow.
delays, a lot of cancellations. Sharon was wondering about the roads in Williamsville. So if anybody here is in Williamsville, let us know and I'll pull up your comment, because what I love about what we're doing right now, which by the way, we are live on our Facebook page
Yep.
and our
So
app.
you can interact.
If you have a question you want to ask Aaron, you want to ask myself, you can go right onto our Facebook page right now, type it in, we can pull it up. But this is what I love about it. A little while ago, Melinda asked, hey, what were the roads in Lockport like? And Katie answered her saying, Lockport is terrible. And then said, the town of Lockport is bad. My other half is out snow plowing, and the roads are really slippery.
So a lot of plows out there. Yeah, they're doing a great job. Just trying to clear all that snow from yesterday, but you can't clear it to the pavement, and it is very slippery all across the area. So thanks for those updates.
And Grace says, you're awesome. Channel 7, the only channel that interacts with people. Well, we're glad to do it because I really think it helps you plan your day.
And we have a lot of people with us this morning, so we certainly appreciate that as well. Here's a look at the 290 between Maine and Sheridan. You can see you have the snow tracks there on the 290. Things are starting to improve. The right lane was okay, but that center lane, and especially the left lane, notice covered in snow. So just heads up this morning. Right now, the only issue we have is on the 190 going northbound to exit 7 Church Street. That is closed right now as they do a utility repair. So maybe overnight it looked like there was something that happened there. So getting onto the 190 northbound, if you're leaving downtown Buffalo, that's closed. You have to find an alternate route.
Oh, and there you go. That's a look at that utility repair.
Thank you.
And you can tell it's a utility truck. We're not looking at a police car or anything. So they're doing this repair right here, 190 at Church Street. Danielle's wondering, is the snow done for today? But I'm looking at your active radar, Aaron, and there's snow on it.
Yeah, the snow is not done for today, Danielle. If you go to the big radar, you see the snow we had a lull. We had the big snow yesterday, and then through very early this morning, then the lull, and now we're starting to see that moisture wrap around this system, and the snow is starting to blossom again across Lake Erie, the Niagara Peninsula, and the North Towns, and it continues to drop southward. So right now we have the snow from Niagara Falls to Lockport, and you make your way over toward Albion, Medina, a few flakes, and that snow is filling in. So we're going to see a couple more inches of snowfall for today. So a little break right now. I don't know where you are, but you might be opening your window and saying, oh, it's not snowing. That'll change as we will have more snow showers throughout the day. And notice as we zoom in to northern parts of Niagara County, Wilson, Alcott, toward Burt and Newfane, that's moderate burst of snow along Wilson-Burt Road and Ide Road along 425, 18. Heads up as that snow is coming down.
So Don is saying, just want to say you guys are great for doing this. Thanks, Don. Appreciate it. Anybody know what the Depew roads look like? He's going to be driving from Grand Island to Depew today.
Oh, and we tend Grand Island. We've been looking at that 190 at Whitehaven Camera a lot. There's a lot of snow on the road there, and of course the bridges too. But the main roads, they've been treating the side streets. They're doing their best they can, but they are definitely snow covered and slippery.
Okay, so here's the 190 at exit 19. So that's Grand Island. You can see the Ferris wheel.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So Grand Island.
If you look, you can see the snow coming back.
Yeah, and Don, let me tell you too. I took the 190, so I came from the 198, and then I went south toward the city. So I didn't go north, but the 190 was honestly, it was the best part of my drive.
Yeah.
It had definitely been hit, and it was kind of down to the pavement. I mean, I'm not saying it's not icy or a little slippery or anything, but it was the easiest part of my drive. And then Jeff Baker, though, does say right now it's coming down to Ransomville.
Thanks, Jeff. I was hoping he was watching. Yeah. So you can give us the update.
He's always watching.
Yeah. And, right there, notice on the radar, the snow in Ransomville, Cambria, back toward Lockport, Wilson, like you said, Gasport, getting that snow up toward Porter. And then as that snow drops southward, it'll kind of fill in. And even the roads, if they have been cleared, some more snow is on the way.
So there you go, Cindy. I hope that answers your question. Okay, let me just really quick let you guys know too. I'm checking with Bill Geary, who is with the Erie County. He can't do an interview with us right now. He's going to hit us at 6:15, Jordan. So if you could just pass that word along. Great. That's our producer, Jordan. Wants me to know, county's got 32 plows out. They're cleaning up. Cold temperatures right now preventing the salt from working. And we can talk about that too, Aaron, because what's the temperature right now?
Well, it was 8 degrees outside. Yeah, it switched at 5 a.m. So we're talking temperatures in the single digits. So the salt is not as effective when it's this cold. It still works. It just doesn't work. You have to put a lot more down. So unfortunately, you have these cold temperatures, and we are in the freezer right through the upcoming weekend. So this is going to be a long stretch, the longest stretch of cold air that we've had since 2017-18.
Okay.
We had a stretch where this is the longest we'll be with highs only in the teens since about 2017-18. So yay us.
Let me tell you, I've got the little baby at home, and I am putting sweaters on him all the time because we just have an older North Buffalo home. Part of, if you live in an older home, part of it's really warm, part of it's cold. I think that happens to a lot of people. And I'm like, you're wearing a sweater, kiddo.
Unfortunately, with the winds kicking up, you could probably, that changes your house as well. And
those
so now we got
windows, we
got to deal with the winds as the day moves along. So right now it's not windy, and the snow we do have is coming down. But as the day moves along, this light, fluffy snow, we've all picked up about 7 to 12 inches. Some of you a little bit more than that. And that's going to be blowing around, reducing visibility.
All right. So again, Bill Geary is the Department of Public Works Commissioner for the Erie County. Again, they've got 32 plows out. They're cleaning up. Those cold temperatures, though, preventing that salt from working. So keep that in mind. A couple of people wanted to know, Julie wants to know what the roads are like downtown. Julie, we have to take a little break. When we come back, Jordan, maybe we can play my drive-in video so we can show that to Julie. And I'll check in on a couple more of these comments.
Okay.
And we're going to take a break on TV, but we'll stay right here.
If Julie's watching there, we could say they're covered in snow. Downtown.
So Julie, we'll show you. I can show you the drive-in. I'll bring it when we come back up. But if my residential street had not been touched, the downtown streets still have snow on them. And then I wanted to bring up this comment too. Look at Bob. I'm watching your live feed. I'm currently in Subic Bay, Philippines.
Oh,
I'm originally from Kenmore. Oh, we're thrilled to have you with us.
Cool is that? Thanks,
welcome.
Bob.
Yeah, very cool. Joy said they got up a foot in Lovejoy. Guys have been out all night, which is great. Debbie says we have so much snow right now. Can't even get out of my house in Wheatfield. Katie says the sky looks like it's almost glowing pink. It's kind of pretty.
Oh,
that's cool. Route 5 didn't look good on the traffic camera. Anyone know what the roads are like near Lackawanna, traveling from Wheatfield to Lackawanna? So Wheatfield to Lackawanna. Okay, so we're taking probably the 990, 290, maybe the 990, depending on where you come from.
Yeah.
290, 190. I have to say the 190 was great.
190 was great. 290 was not.
290 was not. Okay.
Yeah. 190 was great. And then if you're doing a side street in Lackawanna, odds are it's covered.
Yes. Sorry.
I'm going to fix my radar again.
Okay. 90 and the 219, did you say? No. Okay. Yep. And then would you have my video? Okay. Live look of Buffalo. Okay. All right. So stay with us if you had any questions about the drive. We're coming back in a minute, and Jordan's got a few things lined up. We're going to take a look at that's who I'm talking to, by the way, when I'm not paying attention. We're going to take a live look at Buffalo so people will be able to see that. Then we're going to look at the 90 between the 400 and the 219, just give you an idea what that's looking like. And then I'll show you my drive-in video where I tried to hit a couple highways that I thought might be helpful for a lot of people. And then I was like, once I got downtown, I'm like, okay, let me tool around downtown a little bit.
We got disabled vehicle 190 north beyond exit 2 in Buffalo. Right lane is closed.
Jordan, can we do that after the video? The disabled vehicle that NITEC has?
190 north, Jordan, exit 2, Clinton Street.
Very good. Let's see here.
I'll look to see here.
Joanne wants to know, are we hearing reports of a lot of black ice in the thruway in the 33 going to the airport? So I will tell you, Joanne, it's very slippery. So I haven't heard a direct report about it, but Erie County's DPW commissioner was saying the salt doesn't work when it's this cold, so it certainly could be. All right, stand by. We're going to join in our TV viewers. Hi, good morning, everybody. It's 5:24, and again, we are live right now on both on air on our platforms on Facebook and our WKBW app, so you're able to take your questions directly to us. And a couple of questions that we got were, how does downtown Buffalo look right now? And how about the area in Lackawanna? So we want to show you, here's a live camera downtown Buffalo, courtesy of WNED. Thank you, WNED.
Roads are snow covered and slippery, and if you look closely, you can see a little bit of light snow coming down in downtown Buffalo.
Okay, so yeah, and you're right, Aaron. Like, you can get through, but it's going to be a slippery drive. There's snow on the roads. And then Jordan's going to take us, our producer Jordan's going to take us to the 90. So this is between the 400 and the 219.
Okay.
Same thing. There's snow on the roads there.
Yeah, you can see it's snowing there lightly, but the plows and the salt trucks have done a great job overnight, really hitting the main roads. Just look at, like you said, the 90 between the 400 and the 219. A lot of times the right lane and the center lane are fine. Left lane still covered in snow as you continue to get some volume and work some of that salt into the roadways. But notice you'll still see snow tracks. They're not. The 190 was okay down to pavement, but elsewhere 990, 290, and part of the 90 right there still. Snow is on the road.
And that video Aaron just mentioned, so this I shot when I was driving in, and we can just show you. So this is the 198, snow covered.
Yep.
Okay. And, the plows have been out, but it was still slippery. There's the 190. That looked the best. But again, as we heard from the Erie County DPW Commissioner, salt's not really working right now.
Yeah.
And then this is downtown Buffalo's Niagara Street coming into City Hall on the right-hand side.
Yeah. And when you were coming in, we kind of had the lull in the snow.
Yeah.
That was supposed to happen. Snow Sunday, snow into Sunday night, into early Monday, a lull, and then more snow. And now we're starting to see the snow blossom again. So we have that light snow returning to downtown Buffalo, some steadier snows up in the north towns, and that snow will continue to fill in. That's why the warning is still in effect until 7 p.m. today as that snow continues. Notice now Dunkirk getting some snow, light snow here from Buffalo up toward Niagara Falls through Grand Island, stretching out toward Clarence along the 990, more snowfall, and then Lockport. And I want to go where the shades of purple, a little bit darker for Lewiston, over toward Ransomville, South Wilson, stretching out toward Cambria, along the 190, up toward that final exit there, Whitmore, where the snow is coming down at a pretty good clip, and that is drifting southward. Right. So just enough to recover the roads if they've been plowed.
Fantastic. And get back out there. Let me just bring up Don's comment really quick. Don says, thanks so much. I feel better about heading to work. I think I'll give it a shot. Since moving from Florida, I have to say, waking up to you guys has helped my wife and I navigate our mornings during the winter. Thank you all for helping keep us safe.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Thank you, Don. We really appreciate that. I want to let you guys know the plan for the rest of the morning, because I think we have a lot of people who might be joining us live again. So we're going to go back to our regular newscast for the next half hour. And then 6 a.m. till 6:30, we're going to do this again. So you can join us live at 6 to 6:30 if you're not getting your questions answered. Next half hour, we'll be live again. And we are going to check in with City of Buffalo officials. We're also going to check in with Erie County officials.
Okay. And then the winter storm warning for Allegheny County was just canceled 1 minute ago by the Weather Service. So everyone else, except for Allegheny County, you still have the winter storm warning.
Very good. And Renee, I see your comments. And Shirley and Grace, I see that we're talking about plowing in the City of Buffalo. So don't worry, at 6 o'clock, I'll be bringing those questions directly to them. All right. Thanks for joining us here on our live platform. We'll be back here at 6 o'clock, 6 to 6:30. And then we've got our regular news coming up next. So make sure you're watching WKBW. We'll be right back.